What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WinBigPicks, and today I'll be breaking down my top 4 NFL picks for Sunday, October 12th. Before we get rolling, though, make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe. You don't want to miss out any of the plays we've got lined up every day. And, well, every day except yesterday because we go 0 for 3 on the picks from the video. The first video we've had where we did not have a winning pick, it's been about 48 videos in now. And our three guys did not hit yesterday. It was Arch Manning on the fantasy score. He played, even Texas played like just well enough to win that one. And then Rocco Becht, he couldn't really get anything going. They were more, they mostly ran over Colorado or tried to, because they ended up losing that game as well. And then Laith Marjan, this one was close. He had 5 kicking points at halftime, but then Kansas just doesn't score in the second half. And that's kind of how it went. But regardless of all that, if you were with us over at VIP, you were winning, as you can see here, because we threw some slips together. This one was later at night over on Betr. We had the Michael Bush discount pick. Always got to take that when it's 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He hit along with Jeff Sims under on the passing yards. That's a backup quarterback going up against a good defense. You got to take that one. Tripled up our money there. And then over on Boom, this was in the later afternoon. Threw this one together. We had drones on the rushing attempts. Haynes King under on the pass attempts. And then Johnson over on the passing touchdown. Turned $10 into $69 on that one. And then earlier in the day, in the early games, this one hit here. We had Sam Jackson, another backup quarterback going up against a good defense, under on his passing yards. And then Julian saying this one hit for us last week as well because he just doesn't run the ball at all. Under 4.5 yards, only got 3, so no problem there. So if you want to check out VIP, you could cash in on these slips that I'm putting out there every day along with the picks. But before we get to today, just reminding you guys over on Betr, they're giving away a lot of free stuff still, but you got to sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS to get it. They'll give you a free $10. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $200, and then they'll give you the Patrick Mahomes free pick for Sunday night's game. Again, you can get all that. You just got to use our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. And if you want even more value, we'll give you a free month of those aforementioned VIP picks. You just got to send a screenshot of your first deposit that you make on Betr over to the email address on the screen. We'll hook you up with that over on our Winnable. Every pick that we put out there is texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. We still got the NFL and college season pass for the rest of the year up through Super Bowl 60, only 8 of those remaining. And then what I really want to point out is because the NBA season is coming up, and that's where we made most of our bread last year. We got the season pass. You're getting 8 months worth of value because it's every pick from opening night through the end of the NBA Finals. 8 months worth of value for 5 months worth of price. And if you want to get on it now, before the season starts, we're knocking 50% off this price. So 2.5 months worth of price for 8 months worth of value. Just use the promo code HALF when you sign up. The link is down in the description. So now, on to Sunday's picks here. First up, we've taken them before. We're taking them again because there's really no reason not to. Christian McCaffrey, more than 50.5 receiving yards. Might bump up a little more before the game time, so try to get it where you can at this price. But he's over this at every game. Doesn't matter who's the quarterback, whether it's Brock Purdy or Mac Jones. He's been getting the ball thrown to him, and the matchup could not be more perfect, really, because Tampa Bay allows the 3rd most receiving yards to running backs. You know, scrolling down here, just looking at his receptions and targets, it's at least seven targets a game he's been thrown at. Looking at the target share on the team is just, it's ridiculous for a running back to be getting this much. But 26% of the target share going to McCaffrey. Look at other running backs in their receiving yards this year against Tampa Bay. the top backs for the other teams have all hit this. Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Brees Hall, Saquon, Charbonnet, all going over their receiving line, and superstar like Christian McCaffrey, he should go over this as well. So we're looking for him to do that, more than 50.5 receiving yards. Next up, Kyren Williams. We're taking him for more than 90.5 rushing and receiving yards. And in this game, like, you could really go with any offensive player and not miss. I don't think, obviously, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Matt Stafford. You could go over on a lot of their props out there, and I'd agree with all of it. But we're gonna go with Kyren in this one, the rushing and receiving yards, and he's hit this the last 3 games. The matchup just ridiculously good because Baltimore's defense, if they're gonna figure it out, it is not gonna be this week against these guys. 29th versus the rush, 30th versus the pass, versus running backs. 23rd in receiving yards to them. But the thing that really stuck out to me was other running backs that have hit their line. Almost all of them. The only 2 that haven't have been the second string guys. But even guys that I forgot were still in the. Jerome Ford hit it. Ty Johnson hit it. If they're hitting their line against you, you got problems. But in this one, I do think LA is going to go up big at some point. They'll try to run out the remainder of the game if they haven't already with Kyren, and I think he's just in a great position, running and receiving. He could go over this just rushing, really, if you think about it. But more than 90.5. It's already bumped up in the last half hour since I started looking at this, but definitely shop around, see where you can't get it before game time. You'd still get it at 89. Over on FanDuel there. 88 is pretty juiced over on Sleeper. So 90 is probably where you're going to be able to get it, if not higher. So act on it now. Just pause it real quick here. Remind you guys that we are teamed up with Wanna Parlay. Over there, you sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. They give you a 100% deposit match up to $250. That's one of the highest you're going to see on any app that's out there. And the best thing about Wanna Parlay is they're the only DFS app where you can combine team picks with player picks. Things like spreads, money lines, team totals, first to score, last to score, game to go to overtime, game to go to extra innings, no run first inning, stuff like that. You can do that all on Wanna Parlay. For example, if you want to take the Rams to beat the Ravens outright and pair it up with Christian McCaffrey's receiving yards, you can do that over there. Just use our link below to pick it up. And the same thing applies for that free month of VIP. Send a screenshot over that first deposit, and we'll get that to you. So, on to the rest of the picks. Another thing, too, we use an Outlier. You want a free 7-day trial of that? Check out the link down below. You can see all the data on the screen there. They're really comprehensive with what they got going on. But we have taken David Njoku, more than 34.5 receiving yards. And he's hit this in 4 out of 5 this year. Obviously, early in the year, Joe Flacco being the quarterback, didn't matter. He still got on the ball enough for him to get these yards. And last week, Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback from them, picked up his season high 67 yards that one. That's the thing you'll notice with rookie quarterbacks is they may defer to the tight end more. Just a bigger target. He's not too far down the field. Usually a safer option to go to. But up against Pittsburgh, overall 31st in the league in receiving yards. Teams are just passing all of them as well. 23rd worst when it comes to receiving yards to the tight end. But again, just looking at his targets last week, getting 9, 6 receptions. You want to look at what he did last year against Pittsburgh. One game didn't do much, but the other game went over this line. And, his track record for the year, too. Like we said, 4 out of 5. And it's only 34.5 yards. I mean, I don't expect the Browns to be up in this one, so they shouldn't be shutting off the passing game at all. So should be plenty of opportunity for Njoku to go over 34.5 receiving yards. And last up, we're taking Calvin Ridley, more than 19.5 on his longest reception. Now, he's hit this 4 out of 5 this year. He's the top guy for Cam Ward over there, if you want to look at his target share, getting 22% of the targets. And, I mean, going up against Vegas, the Raiders, they're just not that good of a team at all, to say the least. His receiving yards, it's at 49.5. I mean, you could go with that as well, just because look at the yards allowed to wide receivers, 29th in the league. But long rec, just look at that. Just if you want to just look at the last 10 games, 9 out of 10 last year, just 14 out of 17 games. He was catching at least one deep on. It's only 19.5 yards too that he has to pick up on this one. Looking at other receivers that have hit it, one in every game has taken it down. Usually the top guy, over in Indy, they don't really have a top guy, but Ashton Doolin hit his. Odunze, obviously the top guy in Chicago. Terry McLaurin as well, just catching bombs. Quentin Johnston, we've hit with him before. Keenan Allen as well. Kayshon Boutte over in New England. They've all hit their line for longest reception. And with him being the top guy and the line being that low, I think we have to take it, especially with the track record of it's almost automatic at this point for him to get it. So Calvin Ridley, more than 19.5 yards on the longest reception. We are taking it. And just showing you guys a bet that I've locked in already. Did this one over on Underdog, because I had the little 50% boost over there. But Njoku with the yards, Ridley with the long rec, and Christian McCaffrey with those receiving yards, trying to turn 10 into $89.5. And if you're not over on Underdog yet, you can sign up over there. Just enter the code CARPSY151. When you do, you'll get a little bonus for doing so. If you want to check out everything we've done, and if you like free money as well, you could check out the Pick'It app. You can find us there at CarpsY151. But download it with our link below. Use the code WINBIGPICKS, and just sync up any sportsbook to the app, and they'll give you $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal. And there's a chance that $3 could be $100, and it's a free app to download. It's a free app to make an account with. There is nothing to lose in this deal at all. They're giving you money to download it. But if you want to check out again our history, up roughly 280 units in the past year or so. All sports, just killing it. So if you want more insights and analysis, you can check me out over on Discord. The link is below, because I've teamed up with the guys over at Doghouse Picks. Pumped to be working with them. Again, the link below. You can check out what they're doing as well as what I'll be adding. I post regularly, pretty much throughout the day. Every day, just on things that I find in my research. Things that can help us all win. So that is going to do it for us today. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to be putting up a whole bunch of VIP picks later today. There's a lot of stuff that I looked through that I liked. And then tomorrow, Monday night, another Monday night doubleheader. How lucky we are. The MLB playoffs are on as well. So see what we can't find over there. You're not going to want to miss tomorrow's video. So let's green out for today. I'll talk to you guys later.